All right, so in this series, I'm helping people get traffic for their landing page. It's all in response to this tweet here. Anybody out there have a landing page that needs traffic? I'm making a video showing you how I'd get traffic for your site. And previous to this, if you haven't watched it already, I created a video that kind of introduces this series. Your landing page needs 3 ingredients. You can go check that out in that video. But let's start with the first response here, usercompass.com. This is the first time I've seen this, and just judging from the site, it looks like this is a NPS app, Net Promoter Score. You've got how it works, build relationships, reduce churn, increase growth. And what's nice about this app, just off the top of my head, is we know there are other apps like this. So if we do NPS survey tool, what are we going to find? We've got some ads here for Delighted. We have a blog post here. We know that these folks are doing pretty good with theirs. We've got SurveyMonkey. We got Promoter.io. So here's your competitors. And let's see. And here is a Quora thread. All right, so let's get the easy ones out of the way first. Quora threads, like I've said many times before, are an incredible way to get traffic. You'll notice that there is a answer wiki here. The great thing about these is if you answer below, right, all you have to do is edit this, and you can actually just put your landing page right at the beginning. So we could put user compass right here at the top, right? I just added it now. So that's one thing you can do, is just add your startup, your landing page to the Quora thread here. Then we have this blog post at clientheartbeat.com that recommends a bunch of these tools. And so you might even want to reach out to them, even if your app isn't ready yet, and just say, hey, we're building something. We see you've evaluated these tools. Would you like to evaluate ours as well? And that would be, you're kind of priming the pump for getting traffic later on, because this was one of the #1 search results, right? With these ones here, one thing I would do is I would go to Hrefs and I would see where they're getting their traffic. So let's put Delighted in here, and we can look at their backlinks. So let's actually click on this here. This is for Delighted. And we can see where are they getting their traffic. So Designer Fund is one. Let's take a look at this. They have some sort of year in review. I don't know what that is. They have a blog post on Buffer. They have 50 inspirational entrepreneurs to watch. So if we look at each of these sites, each of these is sending targeted traffic to your competitor. In this case, it looks like a fund. So maybe this is someone that funded them. So Delighted is a part of this fund's portfolio, and that's sending traffic to the site. Here we have year in review, and it looks like this is another case where they have investment, and so they're getting a backlink from this site here. Buffer. This is interesting. So this blog post is talking about, how to run an NPS survey, and they have linked to these 4 tools. So again, maybe your landing page isn't quite ready yet, but this would be another place to get traffic for your site. It's already working for Delighted. So one way to discover where to get more traffic is to see what's working for your competitors. Search, NPS survey tool in Google, see what comes up, see what blog posts are driving traffic, see what, your competitors are doing, what kind of backlinks they're getting. That's what has already worked for them could also work for you. All right, what else would I do if I needed to get traffic for User Compass? Well, the next thought is, who is this for? Who typically buys NPS survey tools? And the way I understand it, it's product managers. Product managers want this kind of data. So where do product managers hang out? Well, what came to my mind was Product Manager HQ, I think it is. It's run by my friend Kevin Lee. And this is a big community. It's a Slack channel full of product managers. Whenever you see a community of people already congregating who are likely customers of your product or who would likely be interested in what you're doing, you want to go straight to those people. And whether that's joining the community itself or advertising on the newsletter or seeing if they'll share your landing page on Twitter, this is where the targeted traffic is going to come from. This is your target market. All right, I have 2 more ideas for User Compass. The first is that this is an app for Stripe users. And so a logical place for you to promote this landing page and get traffic is in the Stripe App Store. Let's actually see if you already have it in here. Are you already in their little app store here? It doesn't look like User Compass is in here yet. And so if you haven't already, I'm sure you've thought of this already, but you want to be in the Stripe App Store. Folks that have like Shopify extensions, some of them see like 80% of their traffic come from the Shopify App Store. It's going to be the same for you. People who are already using Stripe are looking for things that work with Stripe, and you have an NPS tool that works with Stripe. Along these same lines, this is my final bit of advice. One of the questions, of course, is why do people care? Like, why would people use User Compass as opposed to Delighted or SurveyMonkey or Promoter.io? And it seems like the unique thing about your app is the fact that it works with Stripe. You just simply connect your Stripe account and you're done. We'll send a customer survey after they make a payment. You might want to highlight this a little bit more, but this is also why people would care enough to maybe share this with a friend. And one thing I know about User Compass is that this guy, Fred Rivet, is behind it. He's one of the founders. And Fred has kind of built a reputation for himself as somebody who blogs and podcasts and contributes to the product community. And I think he's built up enough relational capital that he could email someone like me and say, listen, Justin, I'm working on this thing and I know you use Stripe. Would you try it or would you share it with your audience? The whole idea behind years and years of building up a reputation is that eventually you can use that reputation. You can reach out to people who might be influential. You can reach out to people with bigger audiences than you have and see if they're interested in trying it out. So in this space, someone like me would definitely be open, maybe someone like Heaton Shaw, maybe someone like Josh Pigford, folks that you've hopefully built relationships with and that have audiences that might be interested in an NPS tool that connects directly to Stripe. So I would use those connections. A lot of people try to fake this and rush this, but in Fred's case, he's actually put in the work to, like I said, build up some relational capital over years and years of contributing to the community. I think you should use it. So that's it for this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you have ideas on how you would drive traffic to their page, put them in the comments below. And go check out User Compass if you use Stripe and you're interested in doing NPS surveys. All right, I'll see you next time.